So we're going to look at 4 steps. All right. When we're working with Ally, all you have to remember are these 4 steps. Okay. One is to click the meter that appears next to the documents in your course. Then you read how and why to fix the accessibility issues found. Fix the issues by editing the document in Microsoft Word. And finally, upload the corrected document directly in Ally. Notice that we're focusing right now on documents, although there are other file types that Ally will assess for you, but we're only going to be focusing on documents for now, and trainings will come out for other kinds of files later on. Right? We'll use a simple document for the purpose of this training, and I'd like you to follow along with your own device. Start by downloading the sample document. Here are your instructions. We're going to go to ltt.truman.edu and click on the Ally resources link to the left. So let's do that together. Here is the LTT site. I'll scroll down here to the Ally resources link. Here you have a video, you have some links for additional information, you have a printable page that you can keep on hand. What we're looking for right now, it has a tiny little yellow star next to it. It's called the sample document for Ally Workshop, and we're going to download that. So click download. And once we have it, I'm going to open it in the folder. We will have to open the file as well, but I want to have the folder open and on hand. It makes it easier. The next step, once I've got it downloaded, is I'm going to choose a course. Number 1, choose a course that's active. Okay. It does have to be an active course, and we're going to be loading this bogus document in there, but you can just delete it afterwards. Okay. But also choose a course that you're not teaching with someone else, because if the other professor has not been trained, then Ally would not be activated in that. So choose a course that is active and you are the only professor in that course. I'll go here to my content area and we'll add the file. Build content, I'll create a file. And I'm just going to call it sample for Ally. Browse my computer, and it should be here in your downloads folder unless you told it to save it to another location. So that's where I'll click my document and click submit. Now, once I do that, it'll appear here in the list, sample for Ally. Notice that it does not yet have a little meter yet next to it, but it's a pretty short document, so it won't take long. We'll just give it a minute and hit the refresh button, and there it is. And it's red, and it looks very negative. It says accessibility score low. And here is where we dive into Ally. We're going to click that meter. Remember, step 1 was click the meter. Step 2, read the how and the why. Okay, those are these 2 buttons here. As we explore each issue, you can click on what this means, and that'll explain the why. Why is this an issue? Why do we need to change it? Okay, and understanding that, I think, helps a whole lot. And then you'll see how to. So the other button will give you step-by-step instructions for fixing the issue. I'll click all issues because I want to see all of the issues at the same time. And here I have 4 different issues that showed up. It has images that are missing a description. It doesn't have headings. It has tables that are missing headers. And the document contains text with insufficient contrast. Okay, so I'm going to start at the bottom because that's the easiest one, fixing the insufficient contrast. You don't have to go in any particular order. Just for the purpose of this training, I'm going to start at the bottom here.